welcome. Thank you all for coming today and for joining us on this very celebratory occasion. We are about to welcome in the 25th graduating class of 8th graders. It's really been a tremendous year of celebrating, and this being our 25th anniversary holds special significance for this class of 2018. So without further ado, please stand and join me in welcoming the 25th 8th grade class of Calloway School of the Arts.
I feel like this stage gets more crowded every year. All right, welcome everybody. It is 2018. Of course, we do need to give a lot of thank yous. I want to start with the most important thank you that I need to give, and that is to all of the parents who are here today. Thank you so much. And what I am thanking you for is your kids. I have taught at this school since 1996. All right. Suddenly I feel like the president. You're applauding every word. That's awesome. But for the very first time, and I'm sorry, Courtney, I had to do it. My own actual kid is here. Also, for the very first time, my own actual kid is there. And also, both my wife, who is attending her first 8th grade finale ever, and my last kid are over there. You know I get thirsty, right? So, really what this entire day is about, it's family. As of August of last year, here's my feeling about this. I got a whole bunch of new kids. Your kids are mine. They're my kids now. Okay? They are still your kids. You get to take them home. Okay? But you maybe don't realize every single one of them is my child. It's really hard to think about that. Wherever you guys go, some of you will be with us next year. Don't forget you know me. Say hello when you pass by, especially when you walk by me in my new classroom next year and think, why are you here? Okay? Say hello. Say hello to your other teachers. You'll see them much more often. They're on the floor you'll be on. For those of you who are going to other schools, always the most important thing to me, whether you're here or not, what I want for you in school is for you to be happy where you are. You will do better if you are in a school where you feel like you belong. Please understand there is always a place here for you. Come back and visit. I want to see you. You've done story day now. I would like, and I would love to see any of you again. Please stop by and say hello. Okay, this has been an eventful year. Roller coaster of emotions all through. We're pulling into the station. It's time to get off. Okay? So, last word, again, thank you all for the time you spent with us. Thank you all for being here today. All right, that's enough emotions for 1 year. All right, so all of our teachers, because we have been working with you in some cases for just this year, in other cases for 2 or even all 3 years that you've been here so far, we have gotten to know you a little bit, and we do have a couple of awards that we would like to present. What I will ask, Kristin, is if we can bring the house lights at least up to half, okay? Because I like to keep this thing as efficient as possible, what we're going to do when we read out the names of the children who we're going to recognize, we ask simply that the student rise to be recognized, as opposed to coming to the stage and having to stumble over everybody in all of your finery, okay? So, we give 2 main awards, and teachers are going to have some variations on this, but mostly what we give right now are awards for our highest achievement and for the most growth shown during the course of this school year. Okay? And we're going to start today with our academics like we always do, and I'm going to pass it right now to my colleague for American History and Social Studies, Mrs. Holly
Goldman. Thank you. I will be first presenting for Senora Catley for Espanol Uno. So for her class, that's good, right? The highest GPA goes to Rosa Mimi Takiva. For the hardest worker, Tarta Bibi Hennigan. And for the most enthusiastic is Crystal Melendez. For U.S. history, for our outstanding academic achievement, this student not only had the highest GPA, but also had a strong desire to continue to learn and to ask questions when she did not understand. Please congratulate Emily So. For my Growth Award, this goes to a student who worked very hard throughout the whole year. This goes to Luke Lindvall. Thank you. And now, Mr. Sever Jorson for business.
Just this little bit.
Good morning. First, I would like to recognize a driven young person who has been very successful in my Exploring Business class. This year for my Growth Award, I am recognizing one of the nicest young people I have ever had the pleasure to work with. A young person with many diverse career interests. This young lady has a tremendous work ethic, and I anticipate many great things in her future. Truly a pleasure to work with. My Artistic Growth Award goes to Ms. Shira Beal. Finally, I would like to recognize a very hardworking and dependable young person. I've had the pleasure to work with her for the last 2 years, and she has excelled in all of my business teaching endeavors. Whether it is in my business professionals class or my BPA club, she has always done a fantastic job. This year, at the 2018 Business Professionals of America National Leadership Conference in Dallas, Texas, she won 3rd in the nation in financial literacy and 2nd in the nation in the website team event. For maintaining the highest grade point average in business education and her scholastic excellence, my Distinguished Achievement Award goes to Calloway's BPA Secretary, Ms. Arundhati Golay. And now I would like to hand off to Dr. Michelle Morton for her
I'm going to start with my Achievement Award, and this year it was really close. I had a lot of kids that had over 100% in my class over the course of all 4 marking periods. Maybe that's because I changed the grading system. Doesn't matter. You guys did a great job this year. But highest grade point average went to Maria, Mimi, and Tachila. She wrote a beautiful essay for extra credit for that Ayn Rand contest, and we're still waiting to hear, but it was really lovely. And then for growth, I've had the pleasure of having, I'm giving out 2, because I did that, of having both of these students since 6th grade. I've taught them in different ways, different things, and I've watched them grow into beautiful young women. I'm going to miss them both. So for the growth this year, Katie Perdue. Kindness Museum was amazing this year, and I just wanted to say, like, we did like a little quote before every day when we did the kindness, and the last quote we didn't get to because life happened, but it was an Edmund Burke quote, and it's one of my favorites. And it's, "Nobody made a greater mistake than he who did nothing because he could only do a little." Leave it a little better, guys. I'm so sorry. Mr. Mack is next.
First of all, I would like to congratulate all the students today, and I hope that you will have a wonderful future no matter where you go. I will miss you all, and to come by and say hi, just don't walk into my class when I'm teaching. That happens way too often. As an 8th grade student, you guys have been through so many testing this year, like math inventories, mother balance, pre-test, post-test. Remember those advisory practice? Of course, they do not amount to nothing. They are there so that I can pick the most improved student and the highest achiever in math. The most improved award for math this year goes to a student in my Algebra 1 class. Just last week, this student was complaining about she's sitting right next to her friends throughout the year. And throughout the year, she actually helped her friend and herself in math, and it actually showed in her test score. And this student is Tessa Yoja, and congratulations, Tessa. That's moving on to their highest achievement. This year is very difficult. I have a group of students in the same class. They are basically perfect. It's difficult to teach perfect students. If you have a group of them, it's very difficult to differentiate one another. They work really hard this year, ask all the correct questions, answer all the correct questions, and show the best work I could ever ask for, and they are all in my math league on top of that. So it really boils down to the number. Winning by a hair, 1.48 points, is Claire Andreasen. So congratulations, Claire. It's wonderful to teach you this year. And contrary to your belief, I actually do not dislike you guys. And please keep on watching my videos. I'm going to pass this on to Mrs. McJanet.
Good morning. It's a pleasure to be back. My outstanding academic achievement, please stand, Mimi Tachaba. Now, every year the most difficult award for me to give is my Growth Award, and one of those reasons is because I have had this beautiful group of people since they arrived here as 6th graders. And it's very difficult to pinpoint one student because everybody has blossomed from a more quieter version of themselves, I would say shy, but let's be honest, into a more confident, beautiful young adult. And I think one student in particular came in a little bit more unsure of herself, but having very high expectations of herself. And over the past 3 years has just bloomed into this poised, very together young lady. So please stand and be recognized, Miss Ellen Moulter. And now I would like to reintroduce Mr. Brian Drake.
All right, before we get to my awards, and they will be quick, we have a quintet that is going to be performing. I would like to invite them to scoot off stage real quick. You can go by the quickest exit right up here, right up the stairs here, so you can scoot out to your stuff. Now you know who the members of our quintet are. Okay. All right. Well, I'm feeling like I'm repeating names here because I'm repeating names here. In my class, we've had, a lot of very, very stellar students. I've had a lot of people working really hard trying to learn more about science. I'm a big science nerd. Maybe some of you know that about me. But in my class, it's possible that there are a couple who out-nerd me, and I love them for it. So for my highest average this year, Mimi, you gotta stand up again. And for my growth award, this one goes to a young lady who wandered into my class last year as a 7th grader during activity period one day for reasons I still don't understand. But I've gotten to know her a lot this year, and I really, really have been impressed with this young woman, Katie Purdue. Please stand up. All right. From here, we are moving on into our Arts Awards. So, starting alphabetically, because that's easy, alphabetically by Arts major. Starting with our comm, we have Mr. Stephen May.
Good morning. I also feel like I'm copycatting a little bit. My highest GPA, shall we all say the name together? Now, to be fair, that was a very close one. There were several people who were like, they have a point away, and you just kicked all the butts. Congratulations. For the Growth Award, hard call this year, really was, because with TSA, there's a lot of leadership involved and a lot of creativity involved, and in my classes as well, and it was really hard to pick the one person. But when I finally searched my soul of souls, Olivia Canista, congratulations. Thank you for all you've done. Now I'm going to pass it on to dance with Miss Matson Robbins.
Hi, everybody. So we've had an amazing year in the dance department. I love each and every one of my dance majors from the bottom of my heart. So much growth this year. And I have 3 awards to give. I want to give the Growth Award first to a young woman who is absolutely exceptional in every way. And I feel that I've formed a special bond with her this year, and that would be Anna Rote. So for our next award, we have our highest achieving academic award. This dancer is also exceptional in every way. I am blown away by what he is capable of, and that is Pier Paolo Iribargi. And my most favorite award for the dancers is our Dance Major of the Year award. While we have so many amazing dance majors, there is one this year that has been just unbelievably talented, great work ethic, and more importantly, a very nice young woman. And that would be Jaden Dicio. So thank you so much for a great year. Please stay in touch, and I really love all of you. Thank you. I want to introduce my colleague for piano, Margaret Badger.
Good morning. The awards for piano are not just based on this year, but they are based on what I have seen from you since, as 5th graders, you came in, all eyes and focused for your assessment. You've all done really well. So I have 3 awards for 5 people, so bear with me. The first one is for distinguished artistry, and there is a young person in the 8th grade piano majors who throughout the 3 years here has been an outstanding musician in 3 different areas in our school, who has been ready with every single assignment by the due date, who is cheerful and witty and cool and fabulous and jazzy and vocal and piano, and is not at all awed by the fact that he's got fabulous musicians in his family. He's an example in every way. Please stand, Will Loudon. Our second award for distinguished artistry for the past 3 years goes to a young person who has taken every opportunity to perform, every opportunity to help. Her first question halfway through the period is, what can I do to help today? And she has accompanied, she's gotten professional gigs, even last year as a 7th grader, and been paid for her artistry. And she even performed in front of the entire school, and even Mr. Lastman doesn't know that her performance with his choir was actually a summative assessment for one of her grades. Please recognize the superb Olivia Fenimore. All of you have grown immeasurably in so many ways, and I have such wonderful memories of each of you. But there is one young lady who came in to the program at CAB and was so quiet in the first year that I don't remember the sound of her voice, who was so discreet behind her hair and her glasses that I wasn't sure she was ever going to come out. And in these 3 years, she has blossomed into a wonderful advocate for herself. She has developed genres on the piano that she enjoys, that she can share, that she can celebrate and inspire. For outstanding growth, Christina Lawrence. Now, for Community MVP, Most Valuable Player, which really is true as a pianist, but also for developing a sense of community. These 2 young men have spent the year isolated from the rest of 8th grade, and I have to tell you about them. They have been in the 6th grade class, and they have been incredible mentors throughout the year, and so much so that during concerts, the 6th grade piano majors invariably give them standing ovations. And they both have a double major. They're not just outstanding pianists, but one is digital media, and the other one came into piano as a 6th grader, never having played before, and soon became a double major. He's also in strings. So please recognize for their outstanding leadership and community civic engagement and artistry and brilliance, and they're funny and they're handsome, Will Lambert and Charles Thomas. Thank you both so much for all you've done for the piano program and for setting the standard for the next 3 years. So, have a wonderful celebration today, and please recognize and welcome now our wonderful strings teacher, Miss Bonnie Ayers.
For highest grade point average, we had 2 students who scored over 100% for the year and at a virtual tie. Those 2 students are Emily So and Jessica Williams. Congratulations. For most improved player, we do a class vote, and the class and I agreed on it this year. And the most improved strings player is Brandon Perez. Congratulations, guys. Next, we have Mrs. Curry for theater.
Good morning. Thank you. I'm Amanda Curry, and I have had the absolute pleasure of teaching the 8th grade theater majors. From developing devised work for showstoppers this past fall, to writing, directing, and performing in their own one-act plays on the main stage this past month, I am incredibly, incredibly proud of all of the work that my 8th grade students have done this year. I'm not gonna cry, don't worry. I honestly wish that I could award each and every one of you for your efforts, because the amount of growth that I've seen overall is impressive. I have a few awards to give today. The first award, the Highest Achievement Award, goes to a student who has shown incredible dedication, hard work, courage, and grace this year. She goes above and beyond, showing true leadership in the classroom and on stage. I really think of her as sort of my right-hand woman. This student exemplifies what a theater major should be: focused, driven, and always further pursuing her craft. That student is Miss Maya Levine. Next, I would like to recognize a couple of students for my Growth Award. This was really tough to decide because, like I said, I've seen so much growth this year. I'd like to recognize 4 students. Those students are Miss Bella Palacio, Miss Ellie Moulter, Elizabeth Buell Fleming, and finally, Journey Brandon. And lastly, I just wanted to take a moment to recognize the 4 8th grade playwright directors who were chosen this year to direct their one-act plays. The amount of leadership that these 4 showed was truly impressive. They wrote these plays, directed them, and really just did the whole process themselves with minimal guidance. Those students are Ashton Anderson, Maya Seipel, Grace Height, and last but definitely not least, Julie Savage. Congratulations again, 8th grade theater. Up next, we have Miss Lindsay Ostafy with Visual Arts.
The day's finally here. It's 8th grade graduation. It's fantastic. I'm so excited. I've been so excited for so long. I'm like, can you tell? I'm excited. So I finally wrote something down because I'm a rambler. So this class is truly one of a kind. Like, I cannot say enough. I have gotten to know so many of you, and I feel so unbelievably honored to have had that experience. It's a pleasure, to say the least, to get to know you all. We've had a lot of fun over the past 3 years, from the puns to the pranks. I think you guys know what I'm talking about. We've had a really good time, and I'll leave it at that. It was so hard to choose this year's award recipients, because I feel the same way as Ms. Curry, in that I've seen so much growth. There's been so much growth with all the visual arts kids, majors and non-majors for that fact. So instead of 2 awards this year, I chose to do 3. And so the first award is the GPA, the highest GPA, the highest achievement. So I think I have a quote that would describe her best for today, and I might be wrong, but let me see if I can take a shot at it. I am shook by how lit today is. I am literally quaking with excitement. So my my achievement award goes to Miss Nippy. That's one of my awards. So my award recipients also get these little cute golden paintbrushes. So I have two ones one's for growth, one's for GPA, the other's for growth. Now the growth award, like I said, was super hard to choose for this year. So it was really just I have to like point and figure it out. But this person is someone who I trust, who comes in every day with a smile on their face, and really has given their all to the program, and that would be Miss Courtney Drake. And then my third award, which, I mean, if I had a chance to give out all the awards I wanted to. But my third award, I chose to do an MVP this year, and the MVP is one of the hardest workers, is always willing to help, give valuable feedback, is really just an all-star, and that's Miss Kylie Watkins. This is the beginning of your journey, 8th graders. I wish you the best. Be kind, be strong, move forward, and I wish you all the best. Thanks. And I'd like to present Martin Lassman.
We've had a fantastic year in vocal. I knew we would because I knew this 8th grade class was really good, and if I had any hesitations about it, we wouldn't have done some of the really ambitious music that we worked on this year, as well as the trip that we took where, of all the choirs who competed down at Disney, we took silver and bronze, so that was pretty awesome. Before I give out my awards, I want to let one of the moms know something. And Mom, when your daughter asks, was this you, deny, okay? Before the 8th grade actually had even started in 6th grade, I had a mom who came to me and she said, I have a problem with my daughter, I'm wondering if you could help me. I said, well, what's the problem? She said, well, my daughter gets up in the morning and she's singing. She sings all day, and at night she's still singing when she's going to sleep. And I said, what's the problem? She said, how do I get her to stop? And I said, I don't know. So now, having taught your daughter for 3 years, still don't know. Here are my awards. Last September, I was doing warm-ups in the vocal music majors class, and my mind drifted to whom I might award the Artistic Growth Award and the Outstanding Distinction Award to, if I had to award them right then, back in September. 2 students came to mind immediately, and my opinion has not changed throughout this whole year. My first award is well-deserved, as she's gotten better and better as a singer and as a student of music every year from 6th to 8th grade. My Artistic Growth Award goes to Shannon Dillard. I decided there were 2 other singers whose work this year was very impressive and worthy of recognition. There's a boy that's been so quiet in class that I really did not know if he was learning or even enjoying the class. However, in the past 2 months, he has gained confidence to sing in public. He sings really well now. He sings in tune with good rhythm, and I'm so proud of what he's accomplished. And it's for that reason I'm giving an Artistic Growth Award to Carter Stevens. There are 3 boys in the class who are good buddies and who have driven me crazy with their secret, with their secret in-jokes and less than stellar behavior, but throughout they have been amazingly good singers. They know who they are. But if I was to distinguish one, it would be the boy whose behavior improved first and who was also deemed the first base in all-state junior chorus. Artistic Growth Award goes to Zachary Meekin. And lastly, for my Outstanding Distinction Award. This young lady is fearless as a singer and seeks musical challenges that she always overcomes. What I find most affirming is her constant quest to understand and work towards perfection in all things related to singing and music theory. She is intensely single-minded in her desire to perform and understand to the best of her ability. The award for Outstanding Distinction in Vocal Music Major goes to Caitlin Palucci. Vocal majors also see there's some other awards that I'm not announcing here that you're going to get in your packet today. And now here's Mr. Drake.
All right, Dr. Cannon has a quintet that he wanted to have perform this morning for us, so they're going to come out. While they are getting set up, we have a lot of empty seats in the front, so you parents who are standing back, not getting a seat, if you would like to come forward, there are seats over here, and there are seats over here, and we would love to have you come get comfortable.
Brass Quintet. What a great school. Yes. It's my pleasure to announce some of the instrumental music awards that we have for the band program. The first being going out to Outstanding Woodwinds. There are 2 Outstanding Woodwind Awards. One goes to Maria Babick. And in her absence, Miss Michaela Reed. We also have Outstanding Brass, that is Samantha Obara. And Most Improved, Bella Papian. And the Director's Award goes to Miss Lauren Gilbert. It's also my distinct pleasure to introduce the Margaret M. Steffi Spirit of the Band Award. The recipient of this award is selected anonymously by their 8th grade peers with secret ballots. This award doesn't necessarily go to the most talented student, but rather to a student that demonstrates exceptional band spirit. A word from the Steffi family. Margaret Steffi, or Maggie as we like to call her, was an instrumental music major at Calloway School of the Arts when she lost her battle with cancer. In her memory, we hope that you will always have a love of music. Congratulations and best wishes as you leave middle school and begin your exciting high school career. This year's recipient is quite worthy of the award, as they have represented our music program in concert band, symphonic band, jazz band, full orchestra, and also in the Delaware All-State Junior Band. Please join me in honoring Miss Elise Collins.
Good morning again. We've come to the time in our program where we present the Calloway medals. The Calloway medal is the most honored award given to 2 students each year. We started doing this at the very first graduation, and we do them also at the high school graduation. So each year they are presented to 2 students who really represent the spirit of Calloway. And the award, actually, there are certain criteria, and the criteria actually spell out the name Calloway. So I'm going to tell you what the criteria are. Nominations are then taken by faculty members, and then there is a vote for which students best meet those criteria, and they are selected then by the faculty. So the criteria are cooperativeness, academic diligence, loyalty to school, loyalty to classmates, outstanding citizenship, willingness to serve, accomplishment in the arts, and yearning for excellence.
For our nominees, when I read your name, please stand and remain standing. We start with Akima Kumar. Thank you, please. Can we hold applause till we get to the end so that we can move through this more efficiently? Okay. Aliyah Delecki, Andrew Iskandar, Caitlin Palutri, Claire Andreasen, Courtney Drake, Emily Safos, Emily So, Jessica Williams, Journey Brandon, Kylie Watkins, Maya Seipel, Nithi Chrysostom, Olivia Fenimore, Kai Hennigan, Seth Fields, Sydney Reed, Will Lambert, Will Loudon, and Zachary Deacon. The voting was close. We even had to go to a tiebreaker. But our winners are...
And we'll ask these students to please come to the stage to receive your medal. First winner is William Loudon.
And our second is William Lambert. For one of our finale traditions, the passing of the colors.
We are pleased to have the students and Ms. Fanny who are involved in the passing of the colors. At each Calloway School of the Arts finale, we have ceremonial passing of the colors. Although the school colors are black and white, we have accent colors that signify each grade level. Each grade has been proudly displaying their flag and distinctive color in their academic area all year, but now it is time for each grade to relinquish their color and accept the responsibilities that come with moving to a higher grade. First, we're going to ask Amilcar Flores Caceres and Ella Gandolfo, representing the 6th grade, to hand the raspberry flag to 6th grade teacher Mrs. Fanny, who will hold it for next year's 6th grade class. And now Allison Clabundi and George Cross, representing the 7th grade, will pass the teal flag on to next year's 7th grade. We expect the 7th grade to represent the teal color with pride next year. We expect the 8th grade to represent purple color with pride and set an example academically, artistically, and socially for our younger students. But now, it is time for our current 8th grade students to relinquish their role as the leaders of the middle school. The teachers and administration of the Calloway School of the Arts have great hopes for our 8th grade as they become high school students. The first step along that path is for our 8th grade, represented by our Calloway Medal recipients, William Loudon and Will Lambert, to pass the Royal Purple Flag to next year's 8th grade class.
All right.
Time for our break break.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, moms and dads, children of all ages, it is actually time for the last part of our time together. So, if the communication arts majors will please rise and approach the stage. Once again, I am going to ask please that you hold your applause until we get through the entire group of kids. I know it's your baby. I know, but we don't want anybody else to miss hearing their baby's name called either, please. Okay, so we start with Hannah Amato. Who else do you have in lesson? Next we have Ashley Bow. Marlena Capaldi. Self-control, please. Deanna Garay. Okay, 8th grade especially. Come on. Come on. Molly Gerard. Olivia Canista. Akima Kumar. William Lambert. Tori Mullins. Okay, we're struggling. Margaret Murphy. Sarah Nagy. Katherine, come on. Luis Pena. Caleb Riley. Mila Rossiter. Olivia Sgroy. Hannah Sun. I apologize. Mimi Tato. Alexa Trumper. And Sarah Ween. If our dance majors will please rise and approach the stage. We begin with Holly Butler. Okay, again, ladies and gentlemen, you're being rude. Come on. Selena Casapula. Emma Conrad. Aaliyah Galecki. Jaden Dicio. Pierre Paulo Urgueta. Seth Fields. Kylie Gillespie. Aaliyah Harper. Lily Millard. Alexandra Moment. Kiari Naidu. Katie Perdue. Adam Rote. Carson Russo. Emily Sappos. Annabelle Verone. Saya Wilson. And finally for the dance majors, Cassidy Solano. Instrumental majors will please rise and approach the stage. And we begin with Claire Andrassi. Maria Babbitt. Elise Connor. Kirti Daga. Lucas Frowns. Lauren Gilbert. Joseph McMullen. Nishai Miller. Samantha O'Barra. Kara Osborne. Bella Pavian. Michaela Reed was not able to be here today. I know. Riley Romano. Caitlin Rosenberg. Annika Sen. And Michaela Summers. If our piano majors would please rise and approach the stage. We begin with Michael Babushkin. Victoria Chen. Sabrina Dagnars. Arundhati Delay. Olivia Fenimore. Kushala Gurapu. Brant Harmon. And ladies and gentlemen, Christina Juarez Guava. William Loudon. Brianna Amelia. Parker Selden. Rain Sheets. Jaden Swalheim. Hannah Toomer. Jack Wu. Mia Shia. And last but not least for piano, Sarah Shipper. And if everyone will have a seat for a moment, our Communication Arts program has put together a short movie that we would like to
around my finger and it's so quiet in the world tonight. Little eyelids flutter cause you're dreaming, so I tuck you in, turn on your favorite night light. To you, everything's funny. You got nothing to regret. I'd give all I have, honey, if you could stay like that. Oh, darling, don't you ever go, don't you ever go, just stay this little. Oh, darling, don't you ever go, don't you ever go, it could stay this simple. I won't let nobody hurt you, won't let no one break your heart, no one will desert you. Just try to never grow up. Never grow up. Always somebody told me that someday things will be the good days. Forget and all these reckless nights you'll regret.
I was thinking about the band. I was thinking about the bands. We were underground, loaded merch in that 12-passenger van in a small club in Minnesota, and the snow outside of First Ave. I just wanted my name in the star. Now look at where we at, still growing up, still growing up. I be laying in my bed and dream about what I've become. Couldn't wait to get older, couldn't wait to be some. Now that I'm here, wishing I was still young. Those girls.
I wish somebody would have told me the good old days. Forget all these reckless nights.
Have you ever felt forgotten and never left nowhere? Have you ever felt like you could disappear? You could be fine, and no one would hear. Well, let that lonely feeling wash away. Maybe there's a reason to believe you'll be okay. 'Cause when you don't feel strong enough to stand, you can reach out your hand. And oh, someone will come running, and I know they'll take you home. Even when the dark comes crashing through, when you need a friend to carry you, and when you're broken on the ground, you will be found. So let the sun come streaming in, 'cause you'll reach up and you'll rise again. Lift your head and look around. You will be found.
All right, welcome back, and if our strings majors will please rise and approach the stage. Okay, I'm going to once again, especially apparently of my own 8th grade students who should know better, make an impassioned plea to please wait. Be considerate. Okay, we begin with Kaylee Gibney. Grace Griffiths. Andrew Iskandar. Esther Coe. Nalani Lawyer. Sinai Mason. Alexis Miners. Madeline McGonigal. Brendan Bredis. Leah Saxberg Turner. Sienna Sloan. Emily So. Charles Starmer. Elijah Taylor. Anjali Vishwanathan. And Jessica Williams. If our theater majors will please rise and approach the stage. And we begin with Ashton Anderson. Okay. Again, Journey Brandon. Elizabeth Buell Fleming. Peter Jack Denisovich. Carolyn Graham. Alexandria Harmon. Grace Height. Kaylee Jones. Morgan Jones. Ava Kelly. Maya Levine. Crystal Melendez. Elizabeth Moulter. Isabella Palacio. Julie Savage. Maya Seifert. Camille Smith. Michaela Smith. Devin Tobiansky-Christie. And Carter Weiss. Will the visual arts majors please rise and approach the stage? We begin with Sophia Monte. Nithla Chrysostom. Madeline Degnars. Courtney Drake. Benjamin Hornstein.
Oh yeah.
Juliette Giroux. Fiona Kennedy Thomas. Luke Lindahl. Kristin Miley. Evelyn Payne. Maximilian Phillips. Jimmy Ponce. Gabriel Ruiz de Somercorcio O'Connor. Kaylin Smith. And Kylie Watkins. And finally, will our vocal majors please rise? We begin with sheer reveals. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, again. Adam Ledzinski. Robin Bufano. Cambria Sella. Juliana Corridori. Zomaira Davila. Shannon Dillard. Anthony Gross. Kylie McGee. Zachary Meekin. Colin Mitchell. Chase O'Neill. Caitlin Palutri. Sydney Reed. Alondra Rios Rodriguez.
Okay, sis.
Helen Rumslaw. Jason Sanchez. Jimena Silva. Corenda Spencer. Carter Stevens. Amy Modolny. Tyler Werb. And last but certainly not least, Tessa Yerger. Ladies and gentlemen, the 8th grade class has Calloway.
This piece, the very first finale that we had was in 1993, and we've done this same song at the close of the finale every single year since. Great words, and we love this song. And actually, interestingly, every single year we've done it differently. It's never been the same way each year. So I know you're going to enjoy this. This is May Your Roads Be Straight and Narrow.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, 8th grade class,